Hello, we're back at What the Flick. I'm Christy, that's Alonso, that's still Ben. Ben's still here. So in movie news, we've talked a lot about the idea of an inclusion rider, which is a phrase that probably not a lot of people heard prior to the Oscars, but Frances McDormand mentioned it when she won Best Actress for 3 Billboards as a way for people to ensure contractually that the crew and the cast are diverse and that every kind of person is being hired for every kind of job. And it can be written into the contract of what you're doing. And then Michael B. Jordan took the lead on that and said, I too will demand that in future projects I have an inclusion rider. So now we have rider, R-I-D-E-R. And now we have Matt Damon and Ben Affleck saying that they too will insist on this through their production company. Who knew they still produce things together? First of all, this is also news to me that Matt and Ben still did things together.
So in my quest in life to have an answer for people, even if I don't know the answer.
Please.
My wife asks during the Oscars, what did she just say? Inclusion writer? And I go, I think she means inclusion, comma, writer. Like, let's include people and let's not forget the writer. And as the words came out of my mouth.
Sometimes you can say, I don't know, Ben.
No, I know, of course, it's permitted. And in fact, my favorite thing about the McLaughlin group was Jack Germano was saying, I don't know. No, so you're true, you can't. But as the words were coming out of my mouth, I'm like, that can't be right. This can't be right. And sure enough, it is.
We had a conversation about this on Who Shot You last week, and I think Ingu Kang pointed out that this seems like it had the potential of being another one of those things that the onus was going to be on women and people of color to make it happen. So the fact that 2 straight white guys like Damon and Affleck are stepping up is nice. Remember when they were writers? Didn't they win an Oscar for writing? Are they ever going to write anything again?
Well, there is a theory that the script just fell from the sky into their laps.
Oh, that's true. That was Minnie Kaling's theory.
Called Matt and Ben.
No, but I think it's great that they're doing it. That it's becoming a thing that's going to be more seen in the industry. Although April Wolf pointed out that you have to write them specifically because otherwise, if you just sort of say like the crew, you could just be the kind of thing like, well, we'll stick more, women and people of color in like, the set decorating or whatever. Like if you're talking about like electrical and cinematographer and like the higher profile
jobs that pay.
Well, they all pay to exempt.
No, I mean, but jobs that really pay. I mean, sort of that there be a sense of real equity.
And in the areas that haven't been as diverse as they should be, you've got to sort of be specific in your writer about what that means and what percentages you're talking about. Because a lot of the times your hair and makeup or whatever, but like your gaffers and your best boys and that kind of thing are like tend to be white dudes.
And it comes after their decision comes after a week where the head of Netflix, Reed Hastings, said they're not going to do it. He said Netflix has no interest in.
They're not going to do inclusion writers.
He said that earlier in the week. So So I think it was it's nice timing for them because they have some power too. Yeah.
It's kind of apples and oranges a little bit, but I wonder too if this is their attempt to right some general wrongs because both Matt Damon and Ben Affleck have worked a lot with Harvey Weinstein and have both had some gaps here and there.
They've also said some really stupid things on this subject.
Matt Damon says some stupid things, and then Ben Affleck very much campaigned for his brother to win an Oscar, even though his brother had been accused of a lot. And there's this video of him groping Hillary Burton on air surfaced from like 15 years ago. So I wonder if this is again apples and oranges, but it's an attempt to, in a business where they have some clout, right some wrongs and improve
they have done the right thing.
Yes.
For whatever reason. They have done it. So let's just acknowledge that.
Matt Damon got grief for what he said, and he I suppose should have gotten grief because it wasn't really his place to say it. The things he said, he didn't deserve to be in a. He didn't deserve banishment, so I'll take it.
He said some stupid things to Effie Brown on Project Greenlight about
diversity,
and he tried mansplaining a black woman. Never a good look.
But real quick, I just like what Reed Hastings said. He said, "We're not so big on doing everything through agreements." I just don't think that the head of Netflix should ever start a sentence with "We're not so big."
You're producing everything.
You're producing literally everything on television.
Also, speaking of. Needs to diversify. We have now a website called Cherry Picks, and it's film reviews all by female critics. So they're still developing it. Miranda Bailey, who's a longtime producer, a longtime indie producer, among her films are The Squid and the Whale and Swiss Army Man, if I could say it, Swiss Army Man, hard to say. And she's got good taste and has an idea on the right. Oh, and The Diary of a Teenage Girl.
Oh, nice.
Which we liked a lot.
Yeah.
So it's still kind of coming together. She just announced it a couple days ago at South by Southwest, and the website is cherrypicksreviews.com, and it's still kind of coming together as far as being an ad.
P-I-C-S, right?
P-I-C-K-S.
It should be
Cherry Picks. Like you're picking cherries.
I got it, but it's movies, so it should be picks.
No. It's like Rotten Tomatoes.
I hate to think that's been taken, but
Cherry
I'm not going to give it
Picks.
out.
Right,
Cherry
sure,
Picks
right,
Reviews.
Maybe it's been taken, but it's a good name.
They're going to do kind of like Rotten Tomatoes has tomatoes and splats. They're going to do like pits and like a bowl of cherries if it's good. So I'm excited about this. I'm excited to help her in any way I can, be a part of it.
I have, as the film reviews editor at The Wrap, I've been trying to hire more women, and that has been a goal, and I think I've been doing an okay job of it. Ingu Kang writes for us, April Wolf writes for us. We've had Claudia Puig, and Miss Lemire is too fancy for me.
No, I'm not too fancy. I'm not. I can barely do what I'm doing.
No, I know you have a full bowl of cherries. I understand. But anyway, no, do I think they need to be separated out? I don't know, but on the other hand, I think yes, a spotlight is good, and if distributors can care as much about their pits rating as their tomato rating, then that means we're going to see more efforts to increase the number of female voices in film criticism, and I'm all for that.
If they use that in their marketing, how they'll have even if you go to Barnes and Noble and they have like a whole section of just Rotten Tomatoes fresh movies in their DVD section or whatever. But she the homepage says when it comes to art, the answer is
two things that aren't going to exist anymore, by the way: Barnes and Noble and a DVD section.
But she says in the website, Miranda Bailey says in the website, when it comes to art, the answer is usually men, and the overwhelming majority of critics published and aggregated are male. And so this is exclusively female critics in film, TV, music, and more. So they are going to try to do everything. So I'm not quite sure when they are starting, but there is a website.
All right, well, bookmark it now.
Yes, cherrypicksreviews.com.